Good morning, Vietnam.
I think I'm gonna cry. It's one of the coolest experience adventure I've done in my life.
So we just bought some food and ready to go. Are you ready, honey?
I am.
Do you realize how tired we're gonna be tomorrow?
I know.
Because right now we have a bus at 7. It's 6-hour ride to the to what the city?
Giang.
Hanoi. Yeah, you almost Vietnamese. And then we're there approximately at 1 or 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then we start tomorrow at 8 or so.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if we'll be able to sleep once we get there, like at
Oh
2 a.m.
my God. Just look at this bus, guys. You literally can sleep here. That's insane. The first time when I see the bus like that with bed. Look at this. You think that I'm somewhere in the hostel, in this capsule hostel, taking a night, huh? But no, I'm in the bus. Just imagine, in the middle of the street. There are people over there. Yeah, just like that. Having fun. Here is Rachel. Turn on the light. Oh, hello. Look at that. We are in the bus of the future. Fun. Oh my God, what a pleasant but very short nap. 5 hours. We were very tired, so it's going to be a really long day. We have breakfast at 7:30 included in the hotel, and then we move. So we're gonna show you everything. Starting our breakfast with banh mi and a cup of cappuccino. By the way, for those who didn't know, Vietnam is actually a coffee country. It's the second the biggest exporter of coffee in the world of coffee after Brazil. And their coffee is very strong. That's a simple cappuccino that you can take in any part of the world. But the real Vietnamese coffee is very black, very strong, and includes 4 portions of espresso in 1 cup. Oh, darling, darling, stay. That's how that song changed when you live in Vietnam. Everything is ready 2 minutes before departure. Are you ready for this?
So excited. Yeah. And it started to rain.
Fantastic.
We've been waiting for hours, and now that we are going, it rains.
Look at our bikes, guys. That's mine, and that's for Rachel. We'll name it. It's going to be Black Cobra, and that's Untouched Lightning. How do you find the names?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello!
Good morning, Vietnam.
That's our drivers. They are very cute.
And this is where our unforgettable journey started. At that point, we didn't realize it would become the best adventure of our lives, but we were full of excitement and ready to hit the road. In this video, by the way, there are going to be a lot of roads, long drives and beautiful views. So get ready to fully immerse yourself in the real road trip experience for the next 30 minutes.
So, our first stop. How do you find it so far?
It's very fun.
It's very
so
fun?
Yeah, I'm very hot though, I'm not gonna lie, but it's so fun.
Yeah. And we didn't even stop like for break or so. It's just because of the construction on the road. Some little cafe here. Buying the smoothie, some drinks, maybe even snacks. Cool?
Wow, look at the music.
After a short stop, it was a time to hit the road again. The feeling of freedom while riding through the mountains is simply unforgettable. By the way, even though the road looks cinematic, the look can actually be dangerous during fog or rain, especially for inexperienced riders. That's why we highly recommend using the service with a local driver. This way you'll be able to fully embrace the beauty around you without worrying about the road. After driving for another couple of hours, it was finally time for lunch with our authentic Vietnamese dishes. The food was included in the price of the tour, and throughout the entire trip it was simply delicious. By the way, we booked our tour with Ha Giang Motor Ventures, and we totally recommend their service. You can find the link to book the tour with them in the description under this video. After 4 to 5 hours on the road, it feels like the further you go, the more beautiful the road becomes. At some point, your brain gets so saturated with an incredible views around you that it no longer feels real. Everything starts to look like in the movie, a movie where you are the main character.
So, sitting here in front of such beauty, what do you have in your mind?
I don't know, I'm just trying to be in the moment present, like the present moment, and not think about anything else. It's not easy, but that's what I'm trying to do. Just like look at the view, enjoy it. Feels good.
I think after traveling quite a lot and seeing a lot of beautiful places, there are not a lot of places in the world that surprise you so much, but this place definitely worth to visit. Vietnam is one of the hidden gems in the world. That's insane.
On the road, deep in the mountains, you pass through authentic Vietnamese villages. And this became the biggest surprise of the adventure for us, as you get familiar with local culture and see how people actually live in the region. It hits you so deep that thousands of thoughts start running through your head, making you reflect on your own life and completely reassess your values.
So, another stop at another amazing viewpoint. I'm tired, but I'm not tired to repeat how beautiful this place is. Just look at this. Camera does not even transmit like 5% of what I see with my own eyes. I really would love, guys, to somehow share these things with you.
After around 8 hours of driving, we finally got to the place where we'll spend the night.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here it's called homestay. Local people host you in their home so you can rest for the night and continue your journey the next day.
Oh, I finally got the keys from our accommodation. Let's check it out. Room tour. Nothing special, just a bed, a table, the sink, and the most importantly, shower with a toilet, I think it's more than enough for 2 days. Oh, it's not even 2 days, it's 1 night, because tomorrow we're gonna take a night somewhere else. Whew. Find it cool, especially considering that we are somewhere in the very authentic Vietnamese village where people live like in the homemade houses. Here you have electricity and everything. What do you think, Annie? Yeah? I forgot to show you the view from our suite. Gorgeous, huh?
We quickly dropped off our bags and headed to the last spot of the day, where we could relax and fully embrace the beauty of the region. About an hour later, we headed back home, getting ready for an amazing, unforgettable evening.
Are you ready? Yeah! Anh em ơi! Yeah! 1, 2, 3, số! 1, 2, 3, số! 2, 3, số! 2, 3, số! 2, 3, số, số, số! 2, 3, số, số, số! 2, 3, uống! 2, 3, uống!
The cherry on top of this evening was karaoke. Vietnamese people simply adore it.
Good morning, everybody. I think our brains are still cannot 100% comprehend what happened yesterday. The day was so saturated, it was so cool with the views, activities, everything. And because of lack of the sleep, it looked actually that it was a dream. But today we woke up and like, yeah, second day, let's go. So now we're having breakfast and then our drivers come and we move forward. Let's see what this day prepared for us, huh?
It's just already magical to have a breakfast with such view. Look at that. There was nothing to add.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good morning. How are you?
Did this look well?
Yeah. Good. Let's go. Đi thôi.
Đi thôi.
Đi thôi.
So our first stop for the day. Look at this. Well, I'm not gonna repeat again that I'm speechless. It's just observe this beauty.
On our second day, it happened again. A couple of hours into the ride, and you are again hypnotized, driving away from reality into your own movie, where you are the main character. And all around you, nothing but mesmerizing nature.
Rain started, so we gotta put something for the rain. My driver is the smartest actually. He stopped right under the roof, meanwhile all the other group is there under the rain. Got our equipment. Fast enough. The pouring rain there. Got the full outfit.
360 of my style, my outfit. Beautiful.
It is.
The moment we got caught in the rain high in the mountains and kept riding in our rain jackets, we realized this was a real adventure. Adventure we'll remember for the rest of our lives.
At this point, you can find the adjective for this use on your own, because I'm lacking of words. For those who are interested, look at this Vietnamese cigarettes. Thang Long. We're not smoking. Just wanted to show you. Please enjoy. How is it? Ripe mango? Cool?
No.
Smoothie with a view. Look at this Barsik. He is also enjoying the view. Cool? Okay, honey, after one full day spent in the Giang Loop, your intermediate review, what would you say?
It's one of the coolest adventure I've done in my life.
Yes, me too!
Right?
I didn't expect such cool things, activities, views. Like, honestly, Vietnam is becoming one of my favorite countries.
Yeah.
I hope that nothing gonna be ruined after in these next 3 days, but so far,
Don't
that's
jinx it.
insane. No?
Yeah, it's so fun.
Time to move. Let's go to the next point. By the way, we forgot to tell you that Vietnamese people love partying, so we have this dancing music even at the gas station.
After a quick stop at the gas station, our adventure continued. With every stop along the way, we felt ourselves becoming closer to Vietnam. It started to feel like we were becoming part of this region, as if everything around us was slowly pulling us deeper into the atmosphere and culture of this place.
Time to have lunch, honey.
After almost 2 days on the road, you might think you'd get used to that beauty around you. But no, every single time the views along the way capture your heart again and again.
Honey, do you know where we go?
A river tour or boat tour, I think?
Actually, I'm very surprised because I didn't even know that it's included.
Yeah, I figured it out yesterday night, actually.
Well,
Pretty
let's
cool.
see.
And just when you think nothing can surprise you anymore because you've already seen so many beautiful spots on the loop, another place appears and proves you wrong once again. At that point, we just sat and reflecting on how Vietnam is truly one of the most beautiful countries in this world. After around 10 hours on the road exploring this beautiful region, we finally reached the place where we would spend our second night.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, we're at our hotel, guys. Look at that. Also, quite cozy for couples. With some view, I believe I saw. Well, it's okay, it's a garden. And most importantly, we have the fresh shower that we can use. Oh, yes.
After an amazing dinner at a local restaurant, we once again spent an unforgettable evening with locals. Everything started in the town square where a couple of Vietnamese people were performing a traditional dance. Soon more and more people began joining in and it turned into a huge party with dancing, music and different activities. The cherry on the top was when the mayor of the town lit up a large fire and everyone, locals and tourists together, started dancing around it. Day 3 started as usual, packing our bags, leaving the hotel, meeting our driver, heading for breakfast, eating, and then hitting the road once again.
You good? No. You need a break? Third day, tiredness accumulated, huh?
Absolutely, yeah.
That mountains, guys, already China. So we are right on the Chinese border.
Standing there looking at the territory of another country, millions of reflecting thoughts once again started appearing in your head. Borders are just a definition created by people. Life has no borders.
Hey, friend!
That's territory of China already. Imagine. I've never been so close to China like right now.
Before there was no...
By the third day, you completely lose count of all beautiful places you've seen. You don't even know exactly where you are anymore. It just feels like you are in an adventurous movie again.
want to talk loud.
After visiting the historical museum and learning more about the history of northern Vietnam, you can explore the local market right next to it. This market is the perfect reflection of everyday life in this region and gives you a real glimpse into how people live here. The best thing about the Giang Loop is that the road itself is a destination. You can spend the whole day driving just 100 kilometers because you want to stop at every corner to embrace the beauty around you. This journey is not about rushing from one point to another. It's about slowing down, feeling completely free, and enjoying every single moment on the road. But the main gem on the Giang Loop is not only the mesmerizing nature, it's the people you meet along the way. The landscapes here are breathtaking, but it's the locals who truly give this place its soul. After a few more stops surrounded by mesmerizing views, it was finally time for an amazing local lunch and of course having some fun with our drivers.
Oh, honey, third day is almost over. There are a couple of stops left. Have you noticed any drawbacks that need to be mentioned, or maybe some advantages that need to be highlighted?
No, not drawbacks, but I have a new tip for people.
Okay.
I have seen some people listen to music while they're driving. So if you want to do the same, it's better to have those wired headphones because those Bluetooth headphones, they can fall, you know, when you put it in and remove your helmet. So I think a couple people do this and they're listening to music and it's just like, I feel like I'm in a music video. I guess it must be very fun. Us, we didn't bring, so we didn't try, but I've seen quite a lot of people do it, so.
That's a good tip, huh?
Yeah.
We had to do a bit better preparation, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right after lunch, we headed to the local home where we got familiar with the traditional craft of the people living here. They showed us how they create homemade clothes completely from the scratch. Watching the amount of patience and skills behind this tradition was honestly fascinating.
You know what's interesting, guys, is just we visited New Brunswick, Village Historique Acadie. Who didn't watch that episode, watch it here. But there, it was just a show how they're doing this kind of stuff. But here, it's a real life, and people are really doing these things, using that, surviving with that. That's insane.
A few more hours on the road, a few more breathtaking stops, and we finally reached the place where we would spend our last night of this journey.
Yes, we arrived, night number 3. Just look at this place. This place is a bit of special because it has this view. We have the balcony with a couple of chairs, table, and this view. Oh my god. And of course, the bed, mosquito net, and the most importantly, as usual, every day I'm saying shower, and the bathroom, and the toilet, and everything is cool. Fantastic.
Of course, the last night ended with an amazing dinner and all the fun Vietnamese traditions we had learned during these unforgettable days.
Guys ready? Yeah! Hanoi! Mo hai bao zo! Mo hai bao zo! Hai bao zo! Hai bao zo! Hai bao zo zo zo! Hai bao zo zo zo! Hai bao oi! Hai bao oi! Cheers! Một lái sông
What a night, what an experience. And how pleasant those Vietnamese people are. They're so cool. That's insane. Okay, today is the last fourth day of our adventure. We finished our loop and going back to Hai Giang, and then from Hai Giang taking bus to Hanoi back. But before, there are lots of activities that's still on the road and expecting to us. So, let's see what's the day number 4 prepared, huh?
On our last day, we felt a little sad from the very beginning of the day because we realized that this fairy tale was coming to an end. But at the same time, we were very excited to see what the last day was going to look like.
Tell us about the activity.
We're hiking for 1.5 kilometer, and then there will be a cave at the end, I believe. Stay tuned for what's really gonna happen because I'm not sure.
Tell us so far about the hike.
I'm sweating like a pork.
After a few more exhausting stops climbing higher into the mountains, we finally reached our destination.
The cave. That's a Vietnamese vibe, right? Another one is climbing in the cave, one is smoking in the cave. That's good. I love these people. I love these people. The honest story about the cave. If you've been to Halong Bay and you took the cruise, there is a spot which is also the cave that you're gonna visit, and that cave, in my personal opinion, is even more impressive. So, for those actually who didn't watch our last episode from Halong Bay, watch it here. But you can skip this cave if you visit one in Halong Bay.
After the hike, we stopped for a lunch to recharge our energy, and about an hour later, hit the road again.
It's so nice just to stop in the middle of the road, take a coffee here, and then enjoy this view. I don't know. Life is beautiful, huh? Vietnamese strong 5-time espresso, I believe, milk coffee with a view. Snacks with a view, coffee with a view.
The last few amazing stops on our loop were completely accompanied by the sadness of realizing that it was all coming to an end. We simply didn't want it to finish. We wanted to stay in this adventurous movie where you are the main character forever.
The tour come to an end, and it's so pity to see that people who didn't embrace the last seconds of this cool adventure. They're just sitting in phones already. Next stop, Hai Giang City.
After 4 days of this beautiful, unforgettable adventure through northern Vietnam, we finally completed the loop and made our way back to Hai Giang City. The memories from these 4 days are something we will carry with us and cherish for the rest of our lives.
Yay! What you just said.
Because I feel like tearing up. I think I'm gonna cry.
Like we became a family, right? For these 3 days, 4 days, for 3 nights. So, our trip came to an end. What do you think, honey?
I think it was an amazing experience.
I think it was unbelievable, guys. I don't have enough words to describe this adventure, I made a conclusion for myself personally that it was one of the best, if not the best adventure in my life. It's worth to go here 100%. It's worth to book these 4 nights, maybe even more if you have some possibility, but it's unbelievable.
It was crazy. Very, very nice experience. We really recommend it. Absolutely.
At the end of the trip, don't forget, guys, to leave tips for the drivers.
Yeah.
For you, it's maybe a couple of dollars, couple of euros, couple of pounds, but for them, it might be 5 or 10% of their monthly salary. It's very important to support locals.
Absolutely. And they work really hard. Even though a lot of them speak like just a little bit of English. But it's not even a big deal because they were so nice, so generous, and we didn't need to communicate in English anyway. They were so professional. They're really cool.
At some point, I even stopped filming because I was like, there are thousands of spots and beautiful places. I cannot just hold the camera permanently in my hand. I will just embrace the beauty and enjoy all of that.
Absolutely.
And the locals, we had such a cool experience with local people. They are amazing. Vietnamese are very welcoming and friendly people, and we encourage you really to try to travel to Vietnam and talk to locals, chat with them, and just like have a contact.
So we personally book our tours with Motor Ventures, and we'll leave all of the link below if you want to book with them. We highly recommend. We are more than satisfied with the experience provided. They were professional. Everything was included. It's crazy. It was perfect, honestly.
Everything was 11 out of 10, I believe. Food,
Yes.
photos,
Yes.
Communication guides, itinerary,
Drivers.
everything was cool.
Yes, absolutely.
And during these 4 days, guys, we just one more time confirm how incredible this world is. It's really cool and amazing. But there is one thing that remained unchanged as usual, that this world is incredible because this world is intercultural. See you next time, guys.